Welcome to the Empowered Soul podcast and See Mama Bird's Chirps, a cozy audio nest of soulful musings and heart-made creations. If you're a mystical soul craving connection and inspiration, you've found your flock. Hi, I am MC Mama Bird, a mama, artist, and yoga and meditation guide, here to share love-rooted stories, tingling conversations with inspiring souls, and everyday magic for your soul and your family. This is where we awaken to our true selves together. Now let's take a deep breath and let our wings stretch wide to enjoy the ride. Welcome back, beautiful soul, and welcome with intention and gentleness into this new year and the new 9-year cycle that is unfolding right before us and that started on January 1st, 2026. We are stepping into a super fresh, open field. The dew is still on it. The grass is so green and inviting. And we have powerful allies next to us. In the Chinese zodiac, we got the horse that brings movement, vitality, and forward momentum. This is not a trivial invitation. This is all about living in alignment with what feels true and alive, starting from your soul. And in Western astrology, we got Capricorn walking with us as our steady guide, reminding us that meaningful creation happens through devotion, patience, and honoring the long-term view. It feels like it's been a while since I made one of these cosmic de-threading episodes with you. I love dissecting different themes and looking out for the pattern between them all, and then putting it all together in a bon voyage meditation soup that honors our quiet whispers and sometimes the really loud echoes from our desires that have been stomped down out of fear. I think this is going to be a super incredible, exciting, useful episode that will be so good and nourishing to your nervous system and will make a good use of our time. I think you're going to love it. So leave us a comment or send us a DM with some of your key takeaways. We love hearing from you. As always, there's lots in the show notes, including where to find us so that you can stay in close touch with us. Over these past weeks, I've been immersed in daily meditation and listening to my teacher, Kathy Heller, in our beautiful community. And I can honestly say it's been revolutionary in such a grounded way. It is a way that is life-giving. Community really is the wind beneath our wings. And if you're curious to explore some of the mentorship and spaces that support me, there's links in the description that will be gentle offerings for your own journey. So much of what I have gleaned over these past weeks is now living in 2 new things I want to share with you that are brand new, that I'm honestly so excited to bring into the world. I've just created 2 new pages on my website. One is called Field Notes, and it feels like a living extension of everything we're going to be exploring together here today. Field Notes is a creative and visionary space where I've been gathering distilled insights from my studies, my mentors, my teachers, my meditations, downloads, and from the accumulated lived experience. They're like little nuggets of wisdom that just want to be remembered, and not just intellectually, but viscerally. Think of them like a soul notebook or extracts from my soul notebook. I put lots of downloads and learnings and reflections and frequencies into translated visual language, digital art, and simple transmissions that can land on the body and the heart with more resonance, something that we can remember. It's just like they say, a picture paints 1,000 words. It would be very difficult to put all my memorable teachings and episodes. So some of them live in my digital art world that I create after powerful sessions and personal downloads. I just get these intuitive hits and rushes, and I'm like, oh, this would make a really good visual. And I go and do it, and then I share it on my socials. These are side-by-side allies that supplement each other. If you're on Instagram, you can receive them as they are produced and birthed and shared by following us there. My handle is Heal True Love. And again, that will be in the show notes. Everything and more than you need to know will be there. So these pieces are designed to help us remember more easily, to come back to what matters and to remember what should be remembered without overwhelm. These are notes from the field of consciousness itself, offered in a way that's gentle, poetic, and practical too, so all at once. My hope is that it feels like a knapsack you can return to, something nourishing that you can open whenever you need a little reminder, a grounding spark, or some inspiration juice. The other creation I made on my website is entitled Podcast. It's a new page that exclusively exhibits our podcast, along with a history of its birth story. I'm so excited to finally share these spaces with you. It feels like a new chapter of creativity and devotion is being born, and I can't wait for you to explore it. At the bottom of all my website pages, there are spaces for putting comments and even liking it and sharing it. So I want to invite you to use that space as well if you're feeling pulled by spirit. So let's talk about what's been going on since the new year. Wow, it's only like a little bit past mid-January and the new year feels like it was a while ago. But it really hasn't even been that long. So much has been going on. As usual, it feels like time is just speeding up. For me, the new year has never been like a single night or a single declaration or moment. It's like a process, a whole journey with so many different chapters and windows to open and experience all the different textures and scents. It's like a living window of time, actually, where intentions are felt with rituals that are woven slowly with alignment that is revisited again and again and again. Things are always shifting and changing and morphing because nothing in the universe is static. Just like my teacher Nassim says, name me one thing that is absolutely constant and unchanging. Find it and tell me. And there isn't. And neither is there a system that is fully closed loop. Everything is open, exchanging, dialoguing with everything else. We are all in constant flux. Well, this year feels especially different for our family. We're refining so many different processes and dynamics at home, fine-tuning everything. And a lot of it is towards healthier choices and having a deeper presence at home, staying rooted with our intentional communities. So there's been more writing, more listening, more researching, and a lot of allowing the inspiration and curiosity to guide the way. And what that usually means is that a lot of time feels like it goes by quickly and not much gets done, but it may not be that the result is something concrete and done, but the time spent in investigation is always leading to something else and something else that eventually becomes a beautiful gift, like a piece of art or a deep reflection or a journal entry. So a lot of what's coming out from us is not something that is marketable or sellable or that gets a lot of, likes or attention or applause, but it's actually quieter, deeper, intimate, and sweeter. And I'm really loving how this process and this stage in our lives is turning out to be. For example, just a couple hours ago, I found myself deep in reflection about the chakra system. I've been studying this for years as an energetic and intuitive framework, but lately through a deeper exploration of unified physics and the work of Nassim Haramein, I've been starting to view things from a different lens, seeing the chakras as structures operating at a quantum scale. They're like singularities within the singularity of the body. And this has opened up a lot more questions and insights. For example, what about those petals? How come there's petals in each of the chakras? And why those numbers? What do they represent? Could it mean it's spin and energetic exchange rather than a static symbol? This is the kind of inquiry I've been living inside lately, assembling puzzle pieces towards healing, health, and setting the tone for what feels like a major threshold moment. So if you're still feeling your way into your intentions, if your visions for this year and the next 8 that are still forming in this new 9-year cycle, please know you're not behind. You're right on time. The New Year reset is not a moment. It's like this whole process of integration. At least that's what I tell myself, and that is what we're doing at home. We're giving ourselves plenty of time. Not rushed, but with a lot of intention and mindfulness. Plus, if you think about it, the Chinese New Year is not until February 17th. And that is one huge culture with lots of history and cosmic awareness. For years, I have claimed my New Year's intentions process between December solstice and the Chinese New Year. Plus, it just gives me more time and space, around a couple of months to prepare my little alchemy lab. And this truly works for me because I normally don't move very quickly anyways, and now that I am a hands-full mama, I certainly tick at a pace that is not even my own. I share it with my kiddos and my family. And I usually joke around with my friends sometimes that I say, there are 3 speeds in my life: slow, slower, and then there's me. But it works for me. It just honors my own little rhythm and my very sweet, intimate reality with my family. Now, we've been doing a lot of inner work through 2024 and 2025. The vibration of 8 in 2024 asked us to transform with a lot of energy behind that year. And some of it was excruciatingly confrontational. This was the year that both my girls went to heaven back to back. It was rough And may I just add, my son was only a 1-year-old, so I had a baby and grief and the demands of motherhood and still postpartum. That was not a walk in the park, holding an ice cream cone on a sunny day, strolling and gliding. It had a lot of intense and difficult lessons, but they've transformed me. And for that, I am so grateful. I look back on 2024 and I'm not just like shutting the door on it and slamming the book closed. I am deeply bowing with reverence, prayer at my heart, and saying thank you. And I know that my girls in heaven are still with me. And I feel the aftershocks, like after an earthquake. I still feel those pretty often. So gratitude all around. I learn and grow as I go. And then you have like 2025. That was the 9th year of that cycle. It was paired with the energy of the snake. And last year was very challenging for many of us. It was inviting us to shed what no longer fit. And change, as you know, isn't always easy. We aren't always programmed to be so receptive. We're like creatures of habit. And releasing old skin can maybe even hurt. It's like pulling a Band-Aid. And there's lots of stories and identities that were running their course. But in essence, what I'm trying to say is that there's been a lot of inventory taking, a lot of clearing, and also through all of that, a lot of becoming. It is an understatement that there's been a lot going on the last 2 years alone, and it has transformed us and touched us and stretched us. All in all, this is important and part of our way of learning and evolving on Earth. Now, coming back to the 9-year cycle thing that we were talking about, this particular 9-year cycle that just ended in 2025 started in 2017. And looking back, I am in awe of everything we've collectively lived, all of us, especially the profound disruptions and intensities of 2020. And for us personally, we lost our home and village in a fire in 2021. So the amount of transformation we've been going through individually and collectively, and let alone our family in the last 4 to 5 years, whoa, it's been truly monumental. And then if we're super curious and diligent about reviewing our lives and having a mini life review and really looking into and digging in through the closet at the bottom of it, you know, when you have to really clean out your closet and get rid of stuff and you're wondering, oh, does this still fit? Is this still my style or what I would wear today? Okay, so let's backtrack further to the last 2 9-year cycles before then. 1999 to 2007. Whoa, it feels like a whole other universe, doesn't it? And then 2008 to 2016. I mean, I can close my eyes and listen to the resonance of those numbers and remember the person I was back then. And it feels like it's almost different people and incarnations, still with the same soul. But boy, how much have we grown? It is formidable. When we look at these larger scales of our little universes and see them from an eagle's perspective, wow, that is full-on transformation of our lives. So in this episode, I was thinking I will be offering some invitations as rituals and exercises, and you're welcome to take your time and invest it on your self-discovery, or just listen and enjoy to what surfaces for you as the episode rolls. The choice is always yours. So here's my first question and first ritual for us to create as we have this backdrop that we just shared and discussed right now, from 1999 to 2007, 2008 to 2016, and then 2017 to 2025. That's 3 decades. And then let's reflect on these questions. And then you can pause the episode and journal your revelations. And here are some of the questions that I'm going to ask in regards to self-reflection over those 3 decades. Question 1, are there patterns that are still lingering since those decades that are begging for an absolute completion, forgiveness, and letting go? And if so, write them down. What are they? Be honest, be transparent. This is just you with you. Question 2, what will you no longer tolerate in your life that has been revealed to you from this long time history? Question 3, what are the old beliefs from these decades that are still lingering, that need transformation? Question 4, can you also pause, reflect, revere, and journal entry some of your most beautiful and delicious and amazing accomplishments and contributions from those eras? What worked? What is worth keeping? Question 5, and what are some of your values and beliefs from these decades that have worked for you, that are worth keeping as guiding stars and compasses? Question 6, what legacy are you leaving behind as you connect the dots that shape the story of your life? The rituals that are exhibited on this show are going to be, just so you know, my rituals with my family too. So this episode is a double serving for me, a sharing for you and one for us at home. And this is the reason why I'm honoring January as a foundational month. And the word foundation is coming up a lot in the readings of this month. I am not rushing this process, and I'm being my own lotus flower in my pond, slowly opening to the larger world. I'm building this podcast episode for us all, plus doing the activations from it as well, in addition to all the day-to-day living and being a mom and a person in the world that likes to and enjoys to live in alignment and to thrive in my community. So there's a lot going on, and I'm doing things bite sizes. That's just me. I wonder what you're feeling too, and if you're kind of resonating with that. With the focused Capricorn energy as my ally, and soon the visionary eye of Aquarius, I think we're just at the right time. And honestly, we're in perfect hands to do this introspective healing work together and with these cosmic energies. This is the time to move slowly, be intentional, to build gently and steadily, just like the mountain goat is climbing, not in haste, but with clarity, towards the vantage point that matters the most. And right now, where we live, it's like the deep winter vibes. So going inside, being cozy with my favorite robe, favorite socks, favorite pen and journal, and doing all these little exercises with my favorite cup of tea. This sounds like heaven to me. And in our home, this looks like just creating little rituals in our pockets of time that we're free. often when the baby sleeps. And right now, my son is taking a nap, and my hubby too. So this is my time to record. And I've noticed as well that in this parenting journey, nothing is linear or neat. And that's okay. It's like literally messy. And what matters is finding systems that work for your life, in your rhythm, in your season, in your moment of life, where you are in your life, honoring what works for you, because comparison is death. Capricorn right now is asking us for commitment, devotion, and discipline. But it's not through force, intensity, or by being dramatic or acting out, pretending, or even punishing ourselves for not reaching certain mental agendas. Instead, it invites a kind of reverent self-respect, honoring our time, our bodies today, in this hour, in this moment, not yesterday. An inner vow to stop experimenting with our lives and to really become a disciple to our own creative life force and soul purposes. Recognizing as well that we are always in sacred partnership with the universe, with the divine. We are participating in a dance that unfolds through patience, alignment, aligning again and again, committing again and again, and trusting again and again. Capricorn says to us, I choose consistency over comfort, identity over impulse, and devotion over doubt. This goat is not messing around. She says, I trust, and what I repeat becomes who I am, all the way from my cells and my mitochondria to the way that I walk and move in the world, as making art and prayers with my motions and my behaviors, thoughts and actions. This goat says, I am ready for the outcomes that follow. The cosmic energy is now, and it's asking us to relate now differently with life, with integrity. Integrity beckons that we become really quiet and still and honest so that we can name and enlist our transformation. Ritual number 2, and you can do this exercise for the various categories of life. For example, health, relationships, love, home, fun, family, finances, spirituality, and work or career. So you can have those categories to respond to for these questions. Question 1. List the things that you're so proud of having achieved in 2025 for health, relations, love, home, fun, right? Let's commend ourselves for what really worked in 2025 for those categories. Question 2. We are releasing the old beliefs of 2025 that no longer work for us. Name them. What's coming up for you now for all those categories above? The old beliefs for fun, family, finances, and so forth. Question 3. Let's enlist what we no longer tolerate for our intentions, standards, and identity for each of those categories, and writing them down. What we no longer tolerate for each of these categories. For example, in health, it could be that I no longer tolerate to be getting up in the morning late, rushing into my day, having coffee without breakfast. That's just not a very healthy approach to our early morning vibes that will carry on throughout the day. But how many times have we done that? So in order to create some changes on this year, we're going to take a look at these different categories, at the ways that we have been and that we no longer tolerate and want to carry this on for 2026. Pause the episode, have patience for your beautiful life, give yourself this gift. We often can be so friendly and loving to people we meet in our lives, especially those that are going to help us in our goals or help us in our career or give us a loan or whatever. That kind of fervor that you extend to them, we want to extend onto ourselves. Nothing truly will shift the needle like our own soul, our own intuition and wisdom. So honor your life and you love yourself with this process and have fun with it. You can put some nice little music in the background that's calming and soothing, burn some incense, put on your oil diffuser, make your favorite beverage that's calming and cooling or warming you up, and play with it. And I am joining you right next to you with all of these intentions and words and creations. These are words that I say out loud to myself too. And it's where we say, I'm drawing the line here. And I'm tired of the way things used to be. I'm finished. I have had enough of my broken records, and I'm ready for something new, brighter, and sweeter. In other words, the lessons and the teachings have been complete. It's time to move on to the next level and layer. The new daily agreements will prioritize the peace that our nervous system needs. The subconscious will respond to them, and our homes will surely feel the new vibes that we're carrying within. We're building self-trust here, and our future self is thanking us. Our higher self soul says, bravo, with a bouquet of flowers. Every little sustainable, consistent gesture of self-love and self-respect truly matters because you are becoming, through that, the master engineer and architect of your own life with the support of the divine realms. You no longer wonder if these new standards and approaches and identities will work. Instead, you're becoming the person that these standards and identities work for. You're a match for each other, and that's the way it goes. The future, of course, is never a straightforward line. We all have bumps along the way, teachings for growth, challenge, and tension that also have their own purpose for us. Lots of insight and information to where the shift is needed for the next step. But we do not punish or doubt ourselves anymore. Our daily quiet actions match our dedication and commitments. We become congruent between our values and our behavior from the inside out. Nothing to prove, nothing to force, just pure and simple consistency, doing the work. Whatever it is that consistency means to you. It could be a morning practice before the day gets busy, an evening practice to wrap it all together with surrender, little micro check-ins to attune ourselves back to the flow throughout the day. You get the gist and you make your own. There will be days we feel strong, steady, and like we can conquer the world. So keep going. There will be days we feel blah and flat and I just want to lay down. On those days, keep going too and honor your rhyme and rhythm. Like the good old song, whistle while you work, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And on the days that are rainy and sensitive inside, return to your most cozy and intimate rituals that can keep you contained, feeling safe within, whatever that is for you. Could be a warm bath, a comedy movie, a delicious tea with your four-legged companion, super snuggle cozy, or a heartwarming book and cozy socks, nature walks. There are so many ways that we can nourish ourselves real slow and real sweet. And they're healthy and healing and can lift our own brain fog. And this is how we start to build self-trust. And this is how we build our self-identities, one brick that is solid, one at a time, building our temple, our foundation, knowing that the knowing is in the doing, knowing that we can self-regulate, and that support is always available from our angels and guides, friends that truly care for us and that can listen and are just a breath away. As we stabilize, our inner strength grows, and the miracles and abundance are no longer efforts, but they actually are vibrations that naturally align to our inner frequency song. Synchronicity becomes the norm. Welcome, 2026. This is how we're doing it. Ritual number 3. Write the most honest manifesto and come back to center with your 2026 word that will accompany you this year. So, for this ritual, I'm going to give you some examples. My most honest manifesto could be, I am committed to my precious life. I am a disciple to my higher soul self. I trust that this path of devotion and repetition becomes who I am cellularly and in my behaviors. I am ready for the life that follows from my commitments. So these are some examples of a sentence that can be your honest manifesto. And then there could be a word that you can put as a sticky note or on your desk and mirror, and it'll be like your guiding compass word that brings you back to center. For example, it can be joy. For me this year, it's believe. I've heard other people use the word reclaim, authenticity, flow, and so on. Make it yours. Pause the episode and journal a bit about what's coming through for you. Healing takes time and devotion and many small returns to the present moment. When things get intense, pause. Instead of reaction, respond by placing one hand over your heart and belly. Breathe. Even a minute or two can calm the nervous system and remind the body that we are safe. Sometimes it's as simple as the quiet phrase, every little thing is gonna be all right. A rhythm, a hum, a softening. And for our exercise that we just did, it could be the word of 2026 or the one-line manifesto that we just created. Okay, the baby just woke up, so I'll be back. Over the coming weeks, I'll be sharing meditations and prayers as I'm guided. These will be offerings of support during grief, realignment again and again to our standards and intentions, and to all the rituals that we're creating here, as well as manifestation and just a deeper, sweeter connection with our higher self, our guides or guidance, and our unseen support. I'm calling this unfolding body of work the New Year Soul Reset Series, a mini prayer and meditation series for release, realignment, and renewal. In episode 25, we began the series with Archangel Michael, a prayer meditation to gently clear old stories, chakra by chakra, and then refilling those spaces with light, love, and vitality. I invite you to return to it if you feel called. I still use it myself. Sometimes I play it again and again, but focusing on different chakras, maybe one or two an evening. I clear space, and then I can refuel myself with my own self-blessings. And from this space, we can create anew. I really like starting with that meditation prayer because it's a clearance and a cleaning. And that's really good to do, to empty the closet before we start to put in new stuff. So stay close, follow the show if you feel aligned with this kind of work that we're doing here. We're walking this path together, clearing, tuning, and remembering again and again. The new year isn't a deadline. It's a devotional journey. And like all births, there are stages with appropriate actions that match it. It is not a jump from 0 to 1 right away, but a whole gradient in between, savoring our own metamorphosis. And one of the things that really comes back to me again and again through downloads and prayers is that the point isn't to get to that destination, but that on the way there, that we stay fluid, flexible, and primarily to enjoy it, because it is time clocked in as we are alive and incarnate. Enjoy the journey and not rush into it. Really savor and sip the experience. The second one in that series is episode 26, and it's titled Let's Go. It is a short motivational meditation, and I interlooped into it quantum physics drops for manifestation and for realizing who we truly are in this life experience. Okay, let's come back to ritual number 4. And here's a few questions that you can journal about. Question 1. What am I committing to this year? Question 2. What old habits am I releasing because they no longer match my new identity? Question 3. What daily practices are not negotiable, even on my hardest moments? Question 4. What outcomes can I expect with this commitment? Question 5. Planning ahead, because we are all human and have difficult moments and challenges. When I'm feeling down with no motivation, what things can I do to lighten up my spirit? And question 6, as I keep these promises, what is possible in my life? Go ahead and pause and journal your entries and enjoy what comes through. Trust it. Trust and practice your intuition. I hope this podcast can stimulate your expansion, and it can be more than just more information, because a lot of us already feel very overflooded with information. And I hope that the practices here aren't just forgotten. I hope that with these rituals, we can retain some of the work done and the information for our long-term journey and for our memory. In order to make this time worthwhile, write things down. Have a concrete physical result that you can paste on your wall and use it along the way. And it can serve as your little mirror on the wall self-reflection on your divinely guided 2026 journey. Gentle, consistent, loving reminders and repetitive acts that help us choose differently. And therefore, from that place, we can have a different reality and identity. It is from there that all else is born. The problem a lot of the times when we create vision boards and New Year's intentions is that we're trying to get different results from old identities, especially those that haven't been healed or haven't been properly released. Now is our chance to take a really good look and honestly say, well, this served me then, and it took me this far, but it is no longer working for me anymore. I need a new identity code to take me to my next level up. What I have been learning and embodying with my most beautiful community in this abundant life is that transformation does not happen with drama and intensity, pushing, pretending, or shoving it down, or if we work in bursts. It is more about showing up every day, especially when there are no applauses, no likes, nobody's watching, nobody's commending us. It is just you with you and creating for the pleasure of creating. Abundance responds from this consistent pattern, a pattern of self-love that is transparent, full of integrity, truthful, and not from these little bursts that aren't authentic and very short-lived and temporary. What we are doing here are practices that are compounding and building one on top of the other so that our subconscious and nervous system can really soak it up. Then all our relations and the universe are really taking us seriously. And we become legit because we are committed, not with stern, unbendable rigidness, but with self-trust, self-respect, and a soul that is in flow. A woman or a man that embodies their soul and flows with the divine. So what we're building here is our dignity from the ground up, from the inside out. I am learning all of this as I grow and go too. I am not being hard on myself anymore. I've been noticing the patterns that want to take me to the old places. And in those moments, I can just pause and take a time out and honor my wounds or my crying heart or my inner child and take the time out, maybe take the night off to really tend to myself and my healing. Because the journey of creation and manifestation isn't linear or a very fast-moving curve up. There are places to pause and rest along the journey of climbing up the mountain. It's more sustainable that way. At least that's how it works for me. I welcome and appreciate those moments of pause and revelation. And sometimes like a sweet challenge, a moment of tension that gives me the opportunity to slow down and to deeply listen to myself. This is all full of teachings and insights. It can only get better from there. I want to just quickly remind you again to take a peek at the field notes on the webpage, because a lot of my digital art there was made during my 15-day meditation journey with Kathy and our community. A lot of them are smart notes, visual and memorable pieces that are great supplements to the work here in this episode. really good compliments like cookies and tea. Here are some examples of my non-negotiable rituals. A morning practice with journaling and stillness. And by the way, I have a couple of episodes on my pod for this if you wish to check them out. Also, journaling a little bit every day. Another could be a moment of pleasure just for you. Like maybe it's just pausing for 5 minutes and enjoying your luscious cup of tea, or stepping outside into the fresh air to just do a 5-minute sit spot, even if it's cold outside. The crisp air can really invigorate your cells. Another one could be a conscious choice to speaking our truth with kindness to ourselves or another person from our new identity that we practice every day. Another example could be responding instead of reacting with our integrity and dignity so that we set boundaries and vocalize our needs more clearly. These are little acts of self-love that are so potent because they are consistent, daily, and reachable, doable. It is not reaching for the stars. It is being the star. The change in the outcome and the change in our reality that we live comes from changing our daily agreements, our standards, our actions, and the identity that honors the self. A lot of what I've learned in my community in the last few days in meditation and with the teachings have been that abundance of joy, abundance of health, and all that we desire, including money, comes from devotion. Nourishing our self-confidence, building from self-trust. Discipline is a word that really triggered me in the beginning because I associated to all the days that I had to wake up very early to go to school when there were many days I didn't want to be there. And there was always rushing in the house and trying to get all the kids ready to go. And it just sometimes brought really difficult memories for me. But what discipline actually means is devotion and acts of self-love and doing them consistently. Just like we water our herbs, our gardens, and kiss our children to sleep. As we do this daily, just like the bee doesn't know if it's Sunday or Wednesday, she is daily doing her thing. And repetition is the ticking of the clock, trusting ourselves, letting go of that voice that says, you can't do that. Or giving up early because the results aren't here yet. Oh, this is just not going to work. You know how those old voices can creep in. Well, just as we make our daily cup of tea or coffee and we stir in our favorite ingredients, just like that, we are restoring ourselves with new ingredients, self-trust, nervous system ease, with every little decision that matters. I'm going to turn my phone off more often. I'm going to place my hand on my heart and belly when I'm triggered. And for us moms, I am taking myself on a timeout in the bathroom for 2 minutes while the kiddo has the tantrum. As time goes by, and it goes by quickly, and it does compound and add up, we can watch how our relationships, money, creativity, small acts of leadership, and self-respect aren't forced in. They just grow, just like nature does under sunlight. I am making this episode into a 2-part episode. So this seems like a really good place to pause and integrate the rituals so far and what has been shared. Take your time, contemplate journal entry, replay it again if you need, and I will meet you in part 2 of this fabulous January Cosmic Energies episode. Much love and see you there. Thank you for listening to the Empowered Soul Podcast, MC Mama Bird's Chirps, rooted in mama love and blossoming everywhere. If this episode touched your heart, I'd love for you to follow the show and share it with someone you love. There are lots of new creations blooming, so stay close and connect with us at healtruelove.com/links to sign up for my newsletter, follow our social posts, and explore more soulful offerings on YouTube and beyond. Until next time, keep blooming exactly as you are.